Ghana will need about $53 billion over the next 10 years to implement its updated climate action plan aimed at cutting greenhouse gas emissions and building resilience to climate change. The updated nationally determined contributions covering 2025 to 2035 were presented in Accra on Friday by the Ministry of Environment, Science and Technology for stakeholder validation ahead of submission to the United Nations climate body. Officials say the framework targets key sectors including energy, transport, agriculture, and health, with plans for renewable energy expansion, nuclear power, electric vehicles, and climate resilience infrastructure. Ghana's energy sector is under renewed pressure as the International Monetary Fund urges government to fast-track private sector involvement in the operations of the Electricity Company of Ghana. This follows the IMF's sixth and final review mission of Ghana's Extended Credit Facility Program in Accra, where it warned that inefficiencies in ECG, including high losses and weak revenue collection, continue to pose risk to public finances and economic stability. The fund says reforms, including improved payment discipline and clearing of legacy debts, are critical to sustaining Ghana's economic recovery, even as it acknowledged gains in inflation control, reserves, and growth. Nigeria and Germany have signed a new $428 million development and investment partnership aimed at deepening cooperation in energy, agriculture, healthcare, industrialization, and private sector financing. The agreement signed in Abuja brings together funding and export credit guarantees to support Nigeria's ongoing economic reform drive and attract long-term investments. German officials said the partnership will strengthen trade ties, support power sector reforms, and boost industrial growth, while Nigeria says it will help mobilize sustainable financing and economic transformation under President Bola Tinubu's reform agenda. The ongoing conflict involving Iran is triggering a major shock across global economy, with businesses worldwide already absorbing an estimated $25 billion in losses. The disruption has hit global energy markets hard, pushing oil prices above $100 per barrel as instability around the Strait of Hormuz threatens critical shipping routes. Companies across the United States, Europe, and Asia are reporting higher fuel and production costs, supply chain delays, and weaker demand, with airlines and manufacturers among the worst affected. Analysts warn that the full impact has not yet been reflected in earnings, with further pressure expected in the coming months if geopolitical tensions continue. Energy Brief is proudly brought to you by Airport Fee Hotel. Energy Ghana, local in focus, global in perspective.